Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's the full Celtic Cross love spread for you. What's going on in your love life? What do you need to know? I've made 3 readings here, all timeless readings. Whenever you get into it is good. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That is an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from your Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from these decks back here, the love decks, and I'll be finding out about your person or your new person and stuff about them, messages that they want to give you there. I'll be getting a timing card out for the stuff that's coming in for you as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below for that deeper dive. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal, the rose quartz crystal ball? That is out with the Chariot card. Very Christmassy card. The Chariot, onwards, movement toward victory. Or would you like the flower? Ka-ching! That might be a sign. And that's out with the 3 of Cups, which is about third parties. Or would you like the shell? This one is out with the Hierophant card, all about commitment. Are you guys looking for commitment? That might be your reading. Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Before you click off, click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. And drop me a comment as you're watching as well. It really helps me out, all of that kind of stuff. So thank you for taking a few moments out of your life to do that for me. Enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal along with the Nightmare Before Christmas deck, then this one's for you. Let's do your full Celtic Cross love spread here. Find out what's going on in your love life. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, you might want to get that reading for even more. What I'm going to do in that extended reading is reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from these love decks back here as well, along with message cards from your person as well, from some decks down here. So if you are interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out what this reading is all about. 3 cards out. Ooh, you're starting something new, wanting to take a risk to start something new. Feels risky. Always when we leave our comfort zone, where we have been comfortable or who we have been focused on, and take that risk to step out into the new, perhaps towards something new. It always feels risky, but could be a good risk to take. It's also about this 7 of Presents as well. What to invest in. Should I invest in something new? I think you guys are thinking perhaps it's time to invest in something new now. 3 of Potions. Getting out there, having a good time, perhaps getting back into the dating scene as well. It could be the 3 of Potions. It feels risky. So some of you might be leaving behind perhaps someone that you've been focused on, and you wanted to get out there again, invest into something new, something better for yourself. It feels a little bit risky there. So what's holding you back from that? What is crossing you in this energy? What's crossing crystals in this energy? The 8 of Needles, feeling trapped. So your feelings could be causing you to feel trapped, feeling like you are destined for somebody perhaps that you've been focused on in the past, or a feeling like, yeah, it feels right to move on, but what if my feelings for this past person never subside, kind of feeling, there's a feeling of being trapped, like perhaps fated to someone that you've been focused on in the past, even though it's not working. So you guys, it feels to me like you're very much in between worlds at the moment, getting yourself ready to move forward towards something better for you. Feels like you've been stuck on someone in the past that isn't right for you, because you've got a lot of feelings for them probably. But we can have that, right? We can have a lot of feelings for somebody if it's a dysfunctional relationship. Sometimes, for those of us that they're like the anxious attachment style, more so than others, we can get really, really connected and attached to those that aren't good for us at all. That trauma bond kind of thing, that somehow we seem to get attracted to the ones that aren't right for us more than anyone else, and we can mistake that for love, the strength of the feelings. There's strong feelings there, but it's not necessarily love, and it certainly isn't functional when it's that kind of a situation as well. but we feel it strongly and we mistake it for love sometimes. Okay, so how do things look on the face of it? How's it looking for crystals on the face of it? I was just, it's sticking up from the deck like this. And I just saw like the axe in the head kind of thing. Well, it's not looking good at the moment. Like you've got an axe in your head. You need to be strong, you got the weight on your world the world on your shoulders here, and you need to be strong. So you need to be the strong one and pull away from something. You need to be the strong one and make a good decision for yourself. You need to be the strong one and stop in some kind of being involved in some kind of a dysfunctional situation. It seems like you've got to be the strong one, perhaps always the strong one. Yeah, and I think you guys are learning a lot at the moment. What's really behind this is a 5 of potions, being disappointed and heartbroken. It's like the same thing has happened to you again, and that is causing you to want to persist and make something work instead of realizing, oops, I did it again. You put yourself into a similar situation than last time, and it makes you not want to give up on it, even though it's the same as last time. I think you've done this a few times before. Some of you guys, you need to read that book. It's called Attachment. There's a link to it in the description box for this video before, because it's such an incredible book, and I think everyone should read it. And if you probably are, if you're watching readings, are the anxious attachment style, a lot of you keep on getting attracted to people that aren't good for you, the avoidant attachment style. And once you read about it and then learn how to recognize it and learn that it is and never will be good for you, that kind of relationship, and why you have a pull to these people and how to recognize them, it becomes a lot clearer. And then you'll feel like much more ready to put yourself out there, because you'll be armed with the information of how to spot it so that you don't get into it again, right? So you're afraid that you're going to have your heart broken and you're going to get disappointed, that you have to be the strong one and have to turn away. It's another failed relationship. But it's, if I am talking about this, you're an anxious attachment style and they are an avoidant attachment style, then it was never going to work. It will never work. No matter how many times you try and do it, it will never work. It's not the right relationship for you. That you need to be with someone that's secure attachment, or at least someone that's also anxious attachment too. But read about it in that book. I would highly recommend it. It's called Attached. As I said, there's a link in the description box for it. So, recent past, what have you been going through, crystals? What have you been going through? I know some of my customers, along with me, put ourselves out on the dating scene again after reading that book. Because after you read that book and it's like, oh, now I know what to do. Now I know how to spot it. I can go out there dating again. I can put myself on these websites and things because I know the questions to ask and how to spot it. And, when you learn something, there's that want to practice it straight away. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow, is this really true? I really want to get out there and practice it. And so, yeah, I know a few of you have put yourself out there again, and that's who I'm talking to now, I presume, or the ones that are just thinking of putting themselves out there again. So the recent past, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's an element here that you were hoping to get lucky, and the Four of Presents, but holding your energy back. So you were holding your energy back from the dating scene, from moving forward, because you thought you were going to get lucky. You thought there was a fated connection, that you were going to get lucky, that somehow it was going to right itself. But I think the writing was on the wall with that. It feels that way to me. This wasn't something that you could move forward on. It wasn't. Well, it was fated in the way that this person was showing you what you were doing over and over again, so that you could see it more clearly this time, perhaps. Four of Presents, you're holding yourself back from life, from positive relationships, from getting out there, from enjoyment of life, from new things, new people, healthier things for you. So some of you were stuck on someone. Yeah. Someone you thought that was fated for you, and it was a lesson for you instead. What's coming in the near future for you guys? Crystals, what's coming in the near future for crystals? You have the Four of Potions. So you do have a new love offer coming in. It could be when you're focused on new things that have, it could be very fast, in fact. I'll tell you something more of my story. I put myself out there on the dating thing. I put myself on Tinder again. First match that I got, I'm still talking with him now. It's going great. Couldn't believe my luck. I thought like, universe, are you sure? The first one. I don't have to practice this that I've just learned. I can just like step right into a good one. Well, there we go. Got the Chariot here as well. So you've got 4 of Potions. Could be coming in just as you are kind of focused on what you're on this heartbreak and all of that, and on leaving something. It could happen really fast. The Chariot, something happening really fast for you. Some of you have got like you're in the last lesson at the moment. The last time you need to go through that, because you can see it really clearly this time, especially if you read that book. You see it really clearly this time, and you won't need to do it again. And so once you get to the end of a lesson like that, you can be fast forward into something really healthy. Okay, so an offer coming in when you kind of least expect it, and it'll be fast forward. Okay, what else is this reading about? So it's about you stepping out into the new again, investing in something new, putting yourself out there again. 3 of Potions, having a good time. It's also about the 3 of Candles. It's about the waiting for the perfect moment. It's about the 8 of Presents, you reaping the rewards of relationships now. And the 2 of Candles, taking decisions of where to invest your time and your energy very carefully. So the 2 of Candles is the crossroad card. The 3 of Candles is the waiting for the perfect moment. So waiting until you've got the information on the person, getting to know someone, holding yourself back, well, getting to know them, but holding yourself back from any kind of being all in there and getting attached and all of that kind of thing, until you can make a clear decision that you're like, I know why I'm saying yes to this. It's not just based on a feeling. I know why I'm saying yes to this person because they're showing this, this, and this, which is healthy. And 8 of Presents. And I can receive back from this relationship those things that I need within a relationship. So your relationship needs and desires being met. So I feel that this reading is about you putting yourself out there again, knowing and armed with the information to be able to make a good decision for a new partner, and knowing how to recognize that in someone before you go all in, before you make a decision on it, because you deserve to have your needs met. You can't just go willy-nilly out there just choosing anyone and then hoping that you'll get your needs met, especially if you've been choosing the same kind of a person, if you're attracted to the same kind of person that has that avoiding attachment style. What are your fears? What are your fears, crystals? The Page of Candles is kind of a very passionate kind of an offer that it's just going to be about lust. So I think that is a fear of superficial relationships. Someone just coming forward as a player kind of thing. It just being about that lust. And the 6 of Candles. Oh, some of you are actually fearing victory, fearing meeting that one, fearing going there, fearing having a healthy relationship because it's in the unknown. It's a weird thing about us, isn't it? Is that if we've had a lot of dysfunctional relationships, that is actually our comfort zone. And when a healthy thing shows up, we're kind of afraid to get in there because we think, oh, this is it. And is it going to be boring? For some of you, wow, I just heard, is it going to be boring? If it's good, is it going to be boring? Would I prefer the drama and the trouble that I've had in previous relationships? Some of you is because often, if we've been traumatized in relationships, or traumatized at all, we can want drama to feel something. In order to feel something. Sometimes when we're traumatized, we've learned to numb down our feelings because our feelings have been of anxiety and stuff like that. So we try and dial that down, not feel so much. But we want to feel a lot in relationships, right? And so we get with someone that makes us feel a lot, and that can be the drama, right? But what if we were in a secure relationship and we could turn that dial back up and feel everything that we're feeling because we're not anxious anymore? What if you were to experience that? Wouldn't that be better? And that would be more of the like enjoying the little things and the pleasures in life, just the little things, and feeling all of that instead. What are your hopes? What are your hopes, crystals? What are your hopes? The Four of Needles for healing, yes. Your hope for healing, for growth and all of that. Healing in relationships. A healing relationship too. Two of Needles. Interesting hope here. Because the Two of Needles is about kind of not knowing what to do. There's a part of you here that is hoping still that the universe chooses someone for you so that you don't have to choose yourself. And that it'll be fated. Some of you are still in that I want to meet the one energy, which is not going to serve you in this energy. It's because you've got to know yourself and be able to choose what's good for yourself. You are the creator spirit in your life. Your life is for you. The universe isn't running your life and just handing you things. You're running it. You need to choose. So yeah. Let's get your outcome cards out. As I said, I will be revealing these outcome cards in your deeper dive reading, in that extended reading. I'll also be getting cards out from these decks back here as well. Message card from your new person. I'm going to get message cards from your new person out. Also get a timing card for these things that are coming in for you as well. So let's get a few cards out for your outcome. 1, 2. So we get a progression so I can tell you what's coming. 3, ooh, 4, 5. 5 outcome cards there. Telling quite the story. So if you do want to find out what these ones are and get the reading with all of that for the extended, then you're very welcome to do that. If you do, I will pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower and the shell. Click on that crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off on this video. Leave me a comment while you're down there and click that subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive for the outcome cards and for all the rest of it, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower along with the Dark Mansion Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross love spread about your love life. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I will also be putting out cards from these love decks back here. For more information, I'll be getting a timing card out for what's coming in for you as well, and I'll also be getting some message cards out from these decks from your person or your future person for some of you as well. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what is this reading all about? Let's get started. We've got the Three of Cups. Well, you got the Three of Cups out first, along with the Eight of Swords. Oh dear, this is not good. So the Eight of Swords is a feeling of being trapped. The Three of Cups can be a third party kind of an energy. Some of you are trapped in a cycle of choosing people that are involved with other people, third parties, and it keeps on happening over and over again to you. I'm sorry to hear that. So you get attracted to someone, and they're in another relationship, and you just feel bound to repeating this pattern for some reason. You're not doing it on purpose. You're not trying to find the people that are in relationships. No, it could be because when people are in relationships, they've got an energy of being secure. When we're in a good relationship, we've got this energy of being secure, right? Stable and secure. And it could be that energy that you're attracted to, which is good. It's good to be attracted to that energy. Some of you have got that going on, but some of you are not necessarily attracted to these secure people that are in relationships. You're attracted to people that are in messed up relationships. That's not a very good energy to be choosing. So if you think about it on energetic terms, someone that's in a bad relationship, they're full of angst. They're not in a secure kind of a stable, open-hearted, loving, ready kind of an energy. And so why would you be choosing that energy? Perhaps some of you feel like you are a bit of a mess and you need to choose people that are a bit of a mess and then help each other out in that, which isn't necessarily the best way of choosing relationships. So what's hindering you in all of this? What's hindering you in all of this? Some of you might feel like attached to a particular person that's in a third party as well. The High Priestess, your intuition. Okay, right. Your intuition is hindering you in there. So you get feelings for someone. You're calling it intuition when you get those feelings for someone. Why would you have feelings for someone who is in a bad relationship, but in a bad relationship? Why would you have feelings for that? Well, there's something in you that resonates with that. So there's a feeling in you. You've had bad relationships. You know what that feels like. Your heart goes out to people. Your heart goes out to people that are in that similar kind of situation. So it's your unhealed self that you're attracted to. There's some healing for you to do in past relationships here, where you have been in bad relationships and not felt good in that. So you're getting attracted to try and heal it, like what's that called? Munchausen syndrome, is it? Where you try and pass your illness or what's wrong with you onto someone else, try and fix it in someone else when really you need to fix it in you. It's something like that. So you're misconstruing it as intuition, and it kind of is, but you've got feelings for people that are in similar situations than you were in the past. Instead of healing yourself from that past, you're trying to help them out of it instead of helping yourself. So whoever you're attracted to, you need to know this about yourself and stop yourself and go, hang on a minute, how am I projecting? How is my old self? It's me that needs healing, not this person. Oh yeah, the person might need healing. I can't do that. They've got to do that themselves. It's me that's got this thing going on in me. And then kind of focus in that way. We'll get more into that in the deeper dive anyway, if that's resonating with you. Let's find out how things appear on the surface of it. So how's your love life on the surface of it? Very frustrating, I imagine. The devil, like, oh God, more than that. You've got a lot of fears coming up. So you're quite frankly, your love life is freaking you out. It's a stress to you. It causes you to fear. It causes you anxiety. It's not good. Love life is supposed to be like the soft place to land, someone that's loving and nurturing for us, right? It's meant to be the good things in life, not the terror and the stress and all of that. You've got yourself in a stressful position here. It's all the fears. On the face of it, what's truly behind that? You're learning a lot, I'm telling you. What's truly behind that is that you're learning a lot right now. Or you can learn a lot if you take a step back from it and stop being a cog in that wheel and start looking at what the whole machinery is. You know what I mean? It's like, stop just acting out in it and going into it and doing the same things again. Take a step back from it and ask yourself, why am I doing this? And why am I even choosing this? And what the hell? What's really behind that? Two of the ones. It's about the choices that you make. It's about the actions that you've been taking, the choices that you've been making. So Queen of Wands, you're very attractive. So you attract a lot of people. You're going to attract all kinds of people to you. Very attractive. And Two of Wands, but it's the choices that you've been making, the choices of actions to take. So you're not a victim to this, although you've got yourselves into situations where you have become a victim from them. But you've actually been choosing the wrong people, right? And we've got to set that right. There's part of your Queen of Wands, you're a go-getter kind of thing. You take action on stuff. You do put yourself out there. So you've experienced a lot more than other people because of that. That you'll be the instigator of these things. You push forward. You push your energy into these things, and so you have more and more experiences, perhaps more and more relationships than most others do as well. Recent past energy. What's your recent past energy? The energy that you're just coming out of. Page of Pentacles. Someone new come in. Seem to be offering you something, but it's very small. So it's someone that's given you a bit of attention, but they're in the third party. What they've been offering you is very small, but it's been enough to keep you there. Some of you haven't been loved right at all, and so you're settling for scraps. If someone gives you the slightest bit of attention, that's enough for you, and it shouldn't be enough for you. It shouldn't be. You should expect a hell of a lot more than that. What's coming in the near future for you? We've got emotional energy here in the moon. We've also got a lot of unknown energy as well. So I don't expect this reading to tell you like precisely what's going to be happening here, because the moon energy isn't that. In the moonlight, we can't see things clearly. Our eyes play tricks on us. But the moon is also emotional energy too. So you could be heading into an emotional time of your life, and that doesn't mean bad. It just means like you'll be feeling more, and perhaps you do need to feel more of what's actually going on, because it seems to me like this is saying that you're in situations that hurt you, choosing situations that hurt you over and over again. You need to stop doing that, right? So okay, what else is this reading about? It's about you feeling trapped in these third-party situations. What else is this reading about? It's also about the Nine of Swords. It's about your anxiety. Okay, so your anxiety is causing some of this, of course. So something I've learned about recently is the attachment styles. Anxious. I know a lot of people that I'm reading for will be anxious attachment style, or perhaps avoidant too. And a lot of you are choosing the wrong people because of that, and you need to know about that. I will leave a link in the description box below for a book, and it's like the handbook that you need to know about attachment. It will make so much sense to you of what to look for in someone that's good for you, and how you could have noticed that the people you've been attracted to are the wrong type for you, the wrong attachment style for you, the ones that cause you even more anxiety rather than that loving connection that you truly want. So I would suggest reading that, because it's coming up that it's got to do with your anxiety. Your anxiety is keeping you there. Okay, so what are your fears? What are your fears? Flowers. What are flowers fearing? What do we need to know about flowers' fear? Flowers' fear. Too many. Uh-oh. Okay, the Tower. So you fearing conflict, breakups, disruption, things coming out of the blue. There's a part of you that seeks security and stability. Even if you're in a bad situation, you'd rather stay there than have disruption. You're fearing like controlling people. Not you controlling people, but people controlling you. Perhaps you've experienced that, like you're putting in their hands kind of thing. Other people taking control of you with that Emperor. And the Ten of Pentacles, you're fearing like placing all your eggs in one basket, committing to someone or something and it growing into more and it not being right for you. So you're fearing your choices is what I'm getting from that. Perhaps you do need to read that book about about all the attachment styles, so that you don't have that fear anymore, so that you can actually make a good decision. Two of Wands suggests that you are making like poor decisions here. Not through any fault of your own. Just through programming and patterning and stuff. Okay, so what are your hopes? What are your hopes, flowers? What do you hope for? I think you've got your bar set pretty low here. You might think that you've got your bar set high, but what you're letting in is pretty low. And it needs to raise up here. You need to have much bigger hopes. So let's see what these cards are. Ace of Pentacles, right, for a really big offer. So you're hoping for someone to come in with a really big offer, someone that wants commitment, someone wants all of that stuff. You're obviously wanting commitment here to be attracted to these third-party situations, because they've got a bit of energy of, I commit to something, because they've committed to someone else already, right? You want someone that brings a big offer in here. And the Hermit. Oh, there's a part of you that kind of wants to be alone too. So someone that you can be together with alone. Perhaps you're looking for a fellow hermit, someone that does a lot of inner work, someone that wants a kind of quiet life. Perhaps that's what you're really looking for. Let's get your outcome cards out. Like as I said before, I will be revealing these outcome cards in the deeper dive reading. So I'm going to get a few of them out, so there's a bit of a progression, a bit of a story. In that deeper dive, I'll also be pulling cards out from all of those love decks back there too, along with message cards from your new person. I think, yeah, from your new person. I don't really want to focus on that old person now. Okay, that's the first card. Outcome cards for flowers. I'll be getting timing card out in that deeper dive as well, for the new stuff that's coming in for you. Find out when that's going to be. Oh. Okay. What else? Well, after that, flowers. Flowers outcome. So this is a possible outcome based on your energy right now. Your energy right now, of course, is listening to this reading and resonating with it, hopefully. So your energy could be changing already, depending on what I've told you already. Oh, I like that. Let's get one more. Okay, 2 more. Okay. Oh, how interesting. Okay. You got 7 cards out there? Yeah, 7 cards here. Very interesting kind of twist in it. Yeah, interesting story, and also window into the way that you operate as well in there. So if you do want to find out what they are and the rest of it and all that stuff, and join me in that extended reading, then you're very welcome to do that. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower. It's got a web on it. Spider junk. Click on that flower on a device that you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well while you're down there, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell along with the Tower of Mystical Moments, then this one is yours. Let's do a beautiful Celtic Cross Tarot spread here and find out what's going on in your love life. As usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, you might want to get that, because in that I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from all of these decks back here as well, the love decks anyway, and message cards from your person or your new person. Let's find out a little bit about them through those message cards, and a timing card as well of what's coming towards you and when that's all going to happen. If you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out what this reading is about for you guys. Oh, it's about the Hierophant. It's about commitment. It's also about spiritual lessons that you've been having as well. The Hierophant is like the master, you know, the spiritual master kind of thing. Someone that's mastered themselves, someone that's learned the lessons and they're ready to commit to something, committing to a new path, perhaps. Let's see. What about commitment? Are you ready for commitment now? You want a committed relationship now? Okay. What's crossing shells in this? What's holding them back from this commitment? 2 of Pentacles, things up in the air, I can't make a decision. 7 of Pentacles, of what to invest in. Or perhaps you've been investing in the wrong things. 2 of Pentacles, leaving things up in the air, never making a firm decision. Always weighing up your options, like going, but what if it's not? What if? Not investing, perhaps wanting to invest when it's too late, when someone's kind of lost interest or walked away. There's a definite, with that 2 of Pentacles, I'm getting that weigh up energy, but I'm getting the feeling of like 2 of Swords, like, yeah, weighing up your options too long kind of thing, and it comes across as you not knowing what it is that you want. I wonder why that is. So it's like you're ready for commitment, but when something comes along, you don't commit to it. You're not sure whether to invest in it. You wait your options too long, and it kind of passes you by. So there's a reluctance when someone comes in. You know, someone could approach you and you might get excited and then be talking to your friends and go, but I'm not sure, what if this, what if that? And 9 of Cups. So you have been, on the face of it, this is 9 of Cups. You're making your own wishes come true there with the 9 of Cups. So you might have been single for a while and be quite happy in your life. And those what ifs that you are experiencing could be about past relationships, you know, of like, what if I let someone into my life and then I'm not as happy as I was before, because I'm quite happy, I'm quite stable where I'm at right now, and what if they come in and disrupt? Do I want to invest my time in that instead of investing my time in my own wishes, as I have been doing? So you guys, this is the pile where you are kind of disappointed by relationships, and you're kind of like give it 2 stars, don't recommend, would not recommend kind of thing, relationships, because what you've experienced investing into a relationship where it doesn't benefit you. It takes away from your own wishes. It just becomes a burden. Of course you wouldn't want to commit, right, to that kind of thing. You want to commit to someone that adds something to your life, not someone that takes away. So I get it. So you've got this reluctance to commit, to choose somebody because you think it's just going to be a burden. You're going to invest and they're going to take from you, someone else to take care of kind of thing. It's very much that, yeah. Relationships, 2 stars out of 5, would not recommend. You're pessimistic. That was the word I'm looking for. You're pessimist. What's really behind that is you're very choosy. I like that. King of Cups. You've got a good ship there. You're only going to let good ships through your big skirt there. You're only going to let the good ships in. So you're focused on your good ship there, right? And you're like, why would I let anything less than that? So you guys, you're very picky. You're waiting for someone that's right to come along, someone of high value, someone that can actually offer you something. Perhaps you need to go out there and search for those. Where would you find those? Well, they can be all over the place, you know. It's a high value person, you know, someone that loves and respects themselves, someone that's doing the work, someone that is making their own wishes come true. You'll recognize it when you see it. But they're all over the place. I mean, I found one of them on Tinder last week. Of course, a lot of on Tinder they swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, but the one, well, swipe right on a few of them, perhaps 4 or 5 people, but one of them, we connected straight away in the chat. It was good. It was a good chat, conversations, obviously someone that's intelligent, someone that, you know, and as the conversation developed, just like, this is a high value person. And they showed it in the way that they were talking to me. I'm like, wow. Well, you can find them anywhere, these high-value people, you know. But it's about learning how to recognize them, right? Some of you need to stop waiting for someone to come your way and actually get out seeking there. But the getting out and seeking has been disappointing to you in the past. Just need to stick it out and be okay about the no's. Don't take the no's to heart. Don't take those players and the ones that don't want commitment and the ones that are just like using dating things to cheat. Don't take that really personally and deplete you and depress you and all of that. Just keep on looking for the ones that are. You know, I read this book. It's called Attachment. Was it that book that it was in? I think it was. Yeah, Attachment. Attached. It's called Attached. There's a link for it in the description box below because I recommend that everyone reads that. But in that, they said the dating pool is full of people. First of all, there's a lot of people out there that are just in the dating pool to cheat, that are actually in a relationship and they're just out there to cheat. There's those out there. And the dating pool is also full of people that are quite dysfunctional and can't have a relationship, right? And you've got to know that. You just, as soon as you know that, it's like, oh, so the majority of people are going to be those. If you just accept that that's what it is, and know that there's a minority of good people like you who are single that want a good person, then you won't be taking it to heart when you meet all of those, yeah, that you don't want to be with. Don't take it to heart. Just go, oh, it's just another no. It's just another no. Keep sifting through them. For some of you need to put yourself out there, hey. Not just wait for that good ship to come along, wait for someone to knock on the door. You need to actually put yourself out there and be less sensitive about meeting all the other ones too. Don't go on dates with them. You can find out whether they're those person before you go on a date with them. Recent past energy, you've walked away from something, you're leaving something behind, something that you were attached to or someone that you were attached to, or perhaps your attachment to single life. I feel like you guys, Charles, some of you have been single for a while, I feel. What's coming in the near future? So you've been releasing attachments. Oh, you've got like wounding. Well, 9 of Wands is like ready to leave your wounding behind now. Page of Swords, from what you've learned. Right, so from what you've learned, you're ready to leave. 9 of Wands is when you're ready to put those burdens down. Your healing is done kind of thing. You don't need to be guarded anymore. And you can go forth, like the Page of Swords, into something new. But standing on the book, so what you've learned with a new perspective, a higher perspective based on what you've learned over time. So, yeah, I feel like you guys, you're ready, or you're almost ready to put yourself out there again, and not take it so personally that people are as they are, because they just are. Perhaps read that book, because that one part in it, I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. It makes so much sense that, of course, the dating pool is going to be full of kind of cheaters, and also people that can't have functional relationships because they've not done the work. Of course, there's going to be the majority of those out there. But there are also the genuine people. If you're putting yourself out there, someone else is as well that's genuine too, that wants the same things as you, that commitment. Okay, what else is this reading about? It's about commitment. What else is it about? What else is it about? It's about the Five of Cups, feeling very disappointed in your love life. I'm telling you, you guys, you are the 2 out of 5 relationship. 2 out of 5 stars, would not recommend. Queen of Wands, you're so attractive right now though, and you're an action taker, and you manage to manifest things in your life, and it's like, how can't I manifest the relationship? How can I manifest everything else, take action on that? 5 of Swords, it's been chaos and conflict for you. So it's been hard on your heart, this. All the disappointment and everything. It's because you're expecting too much of people instead of expecting the majority to be as they are, being real like that. And as I said, sifting through them, not taking it personally until you find one that's good. And that shouldn't take a lot of effort. It's not a lot of effort. I can tell pretty quickly. So swipe right on Tinder, because they look alright and what they've said is okay. And then what they say, first of all, how they try and engage me in conversation, it's very clear to me. It's very clear that the way they're communicating, whether they want something more or not, or whether it's just a lost thing for them, or if it's just what you're doing. They don't ask any information about myself. I want to get to know me. That's a no, straight up. There's ways, and you don't need to. Some of you might be a little bit giving and go, oh, well, maybe they're just holding back because they're shy or something. It's like, no, just take people on face value. They just can't be bothered. They can't be bothered investing, probably just cheating, Take people on face value and eliminate. Be quite ruthless in your eliminations. Let's put it that way. Okay, what are your fears? Repeat cycles. 2 of Wands. Oh, your fear of making decisions. 2 of Wands. Should I do it? Should I put myself out there again? What if I make the wrong decisions, take action, go out with the wrong one, and it's just someone that hurts me again? Well, you can be more choosy. You can, as to who you'll let in. Just don't date anyone. Let them talk to you for a long time first. Prove themselves. Prove that they're invested in that way. 6 of Cups. Yeah, repeat. I knew this card would come out. I knew that this message would come out, that your fear past repeating itself. 6 of Cups. It's like you're weary. You guys are weary in your love life. It's the hardest thing to manifest, isn't it? It is. What's your hopes? Shells, your hopes. What are your hopes? Wow! Ace of Cups, to fall in love and feel amazing. Yes, a relationship that will make you feel amazing, falling in love. 4 of Pentacles. This is like an energy of someone that you can have and hold, someone that you also get to keep your stability and your true self. There's a stability about the 4 of Pentacles, of the I'm who I am, they're who they are, they've got their stuff, I've got my stuff, we are in this together kind of a thing. So someone that you can actually attach to. Happiness. Yes, you deserve it. Wow, your cards are really good for your wishes. So you're on the right track, what it is that you're wishing for. Absolutely. Okay, let's get your outcome cards out. So I'm going to get a few outcome cards out to tell a bit of a story of what you've got coming in the outcome. And we'll also be getting I'll be revealing these in the deeper dive, of course. Ooh. And along with the timing card of when this stuff is going to happen for you. Very nice. And that. And then what next? I think I've got 2 more cards coming out here. Yes. See, I'm psychic, Which one's first? Wow. Okay. 5 outcome cards there. I can't pick them up. Here we go. I can now. 5 outcome cards tell an interesting tale. Okay, so if you want to find out what those are, and you want me to get cards out, you want to join me in that extended reading where I will be getting cards out from this. I will be getting message cards out from your future person as well to find out more about them, especially the in-depth stuff that they've got going on. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well, for that deeper dive with the extended read. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, then you're not going to receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off on this video down there. Leave a comment while you're down there and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive for the rest of it, then I'll see you in there very shortly.